Hey everyone, it's Hunter and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then it is so nice to meet you and I hope that you guys will subscribe to my channel down below. In today's video, I'm talking to you guys about what is on my Disney Plus watch list, and I'm so excited about it because if you guys are not familiar, if you've been living under a rock, Disney Plus is the new streaming subscription service from Disney. They have everything from Disney Channel originals to Marvel to Star Wars to anything owned by Fox, pretty much, ABC stuff. Literally, there's so much stuff because Disney literally owns the world. So I am just super duper excited to be sharing with you guys the stuff that I've added to my watch list over the last couple of months. I will leave more information about the Disney Plus subscription down below if you guys are interested. I'll just leave a link so you guys can check it out if you don't have it. But I definitely have enjoyed putting together a watch list. So if you guys are interested, then go ahead and keep watching. So these videos are really in no particular order, but I will stop and explain some of them if I need to, or if I feel the need to, but let's just get into it. These are just kind of as I saw them, I put them on my watch list. So first I have Lizzie McGuire, which is the original. I found out there's only 2 seasons of it, and I feel like that's crazy because right now I'm watching Grey's with my husband and there's 15 seasons, and it's just weird to think that a show that I loved so much, that felt like it was a huge part of my childhood, only lasted for 2 seasons. It was like 60 episodes, which is crazy to think that it didn't even have 100 episodes. Next is The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. We all know and love The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. That was just prime childhood for me right there. Next is Hannah Montana, also like probably a huge part of my childhood. I definitely remember buying tickets to see the Cheetah Girls in concert when I was in like the 5th grade because Hannah Montana was opening for them. Yeah, and then I saw her again later in 2007 in concert as well, so I was really obsessed with her at the time. There were other shows that I enjoyed watching on Disney Channel, but those were the 3 that kind of were like my OG shows that were like the best ones to me. So now I just have a bunch of movies, and these are actually literally in no order. They again were just as I came across them. So we have The 13th Year, which is about that kid that was found in the ocean that's a mermaid. Then he was adopted, so he turns into a mermaid. That's the show. Johnny Tsunami, who is this kid that's a surfer, and he moves to somewhere that's cold and he has to learn how to do something that's sporty that's kind of like surfing but not surfing. I think it's snowboarding. Next is Smart House. If you don't know, I feel like Smart House is really interesting to watch because we have so many smart features in our homes. It's like I can tell my lights to turn on and off, and that's really crazy that we can do that with artificial intelligence. And that show was just, that movie was so ahead of its time. 1999. You're doing it. Next is Read It and Weep. This is about the one where this girl has like a journal and she has an alter ego in the journal, and then her journals get like released to everyone and it becomes a book deal. I don't know, that book was, I mean, that movie was super confusing to me as a kid, so I wanted to rewatch it so that I could kind of have a better idea of what it is. This one was from 2008, but it's Minutemen. That one has Jason Dolly and some other people, I can't remember their names at the moment, but they were I don't know, it was time traveling. I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen it, so I just kind of want to catch up on that. And then Go Figure was an ice skating movie, and I feel like there were a couple of ice skating movies that were just like super trendy around like 2007, 2008, and I was really into those. And then of course the Xenon series. There's Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, which is an iconic movie. Like everything about it is so iconic. And then we have Xenon the Sequel. It's called the Sequel. Like that's literally so cool and iconic. And then we have Xenon Z3, which all 3 of those movies were absolutely fantastic, and I will be watching them over and over for years to come as long as they are on Disney Plus. The next 2 are ones that I feel like are kind of on the same page as Read It and Weep for me. It's Now You See It, which is that show, I'm trying to think. It's like a magician. They go to like magic camp or something. I can't remember the premise behind it, but I'll just put a picture so you guys can see it. Next is Tiger Cruise, and again, this one falls under the same category. I think it has something to do with 9/11 in the military, but I remember Hayden Panettiere was in that movie, and I really liked her as a kid. Next, I just have The Cheetah Girls 2. I know there are 3 movies, but Cheetah Girls 2 is the best one. It's absolutely my fave. I don't care for the first one, and I don't care for the third one, especially because Raven's not in the third one. But the second one, can we talk about how they go to Barcelona? That's literally awesome. So I just really love it, and I like the vibe of the music in that. I don't know, I like the music in that one better. So The Cheetah Girls 2 is definitely on my list. Next is Quince, and I think this one's from like 1999 as well, but it's the girl that plays Marnie in the Halloween Town movies, and her parents, she complains about being an only child, and then her parents have like quintuplets, 5 kids at one time. That's crazy. I can't imagine that. So I think that'll be interesting to watch. Next, I have Avalon High, and this one has Greg Sulkin in it, and I don't entirely remember how this goes, but it has something to do with King Arthur and Knights of the Round Table or something like that. So I want to rewatch it because I remember the first time watching it thinking it was cute, but I don't remember anything else about it. So I want to refresh my memory. Next, I have Avatar because that's just like a classic. It's Avatar, so I want to rewatch that. And then there are two that are kind of weird, but I want to watch them anyway. There is Journey to Shark Eden and Sharks of the Lost Island. I don't know why, I'm super into sharks. I love shark movies. I love shark TV shows. I like going to aquariums because I like looking at sharks. So I just wanted to see what kind of shark related things they had on there. And so I'm gonna watch them, even if they're super boring documentaries about sharks. Next is Maleficent, and Maleficent is not on there quite yet. I think it said due to previous contracts, it's not available on Disney Plus yet because it is contracted with something else. So it'll be there soon, and I'm looking forward to it. Next is High School Musical, the series, and I feel like this is one of those shows that I would find really good, but that other people would say this is crap. I'm not sure. I've only watched 2 episodes and I really liked it, but I don't know. Do you guys ever feel like you have terrible taste in entertainment and then suddenly your friends tell you that your taste in entertainment sucks and then you question everything? And next is Annie. Not the original one, but the one from like 1999 with, what's his name? I can't remember his name. The picture, this is the one I'm talking about. That's my favorite. The one with, oh crap, what's her name? Kristen Chenoweth in it. That one, that's the one. So then the rest of this list is literally just Marvel movies because I have seen a handful of them, maybe half of them. But I want to go back and rewatch all of them in order, like the order that they came out in, so that I can get the full picture, because I started, my first Marvel movie was Black Panther in like 2018. And then I watched Endgame. So can you imagine starting your Marvel journey at Endgame? Because technically Black Panther is like, you can watch that and not know anything about the rest of the Marvel universe. But Endgame, can you imagine, not Endgame, Infinity War. Can you imagine starting your Marvel experience with Infinity War, knowing nothing else about the Marvel universe? I did that. So I need to go back and rewatch some stuff. Ones that I have seen, I'm gonna watch again, and then once I haven't seen, obviously I'm gonna watch them for the first time. But Captain America, the First Avenger, I've seen that one before, but I want to watch it again. Endgame, I have seen that one before because I watched it when it came out in theaters, and I've only seen it one time. I have not seen Thor Ragnarok. I have seen Captain Marvel. I've seen Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, but I want to rewatch those. I have never seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I've seen like the very first Avengers movie, but I want to watch that again. I want to watch Thor the Dark World, Captain America Civil War I have watched, but again I want to rewatch that one. I think it's Captain America, is that it? Winter Soldier is not on here, I don't think. I just thought about that, but not all of them are on there right now. But then there's also Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I haven't seen the first one, so I haven't seen the second one. Age of Ultron, I have seen that one, but I want to watch it again. I've seen Thor, want to watch that again. Doctor Strange I've seen, Ant-Man, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. I've watched half of Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was on Netflix and then I fell asleep, so definitely gotta watch that. But that is a total of 42 things on my Disney Plus watch list. So if you guys want to give me some suggestions on what you guys think I should watch, any OGs that I haven't seen, any other movies that are on there. I'm not a Star Wars person, so I have not seen any of the Star Wars, and I don't really care to. Mason is my husband is a huge Star Wars fan, and I can't do it. I just don't want to. Honestly, I'm really stubborn about it, but it's there and I don't want to watch it, so don't recommend that. But you can recommend anything else and I will see about watching it. And if you guys have never seen any of these things, most of these things I've seen, literally almost all of them except for some of the Marvel movies. I think that's what it is. I've seen literally all of these except for some of the Marvel movies. That's exactly it. So that's all I have for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below, and also follow me on Instagram because I forget to mention that in literally every video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.